And then there was Apex. Back in the ancient days of late 2016 and early 2017, Respawn Entertainment, in collaboration with publisher EA, took a risky and somewhat controversial decision. Watching the Battle Royale genre take the world by storm with titles such as PUBG and Fortnite, they ditched development on Titanfall 3 and repurposed the existing assets for a new title. On February 4th, 2019, they delivered upon the world the next stage in Battle Royale evolution, Apex Legends. Set in the Titanfall universe, a world ablaze with war and civil unrest, a resurrected blood sport pitches 20 teams of 3 players each to duke it out and settle once and for all who the champions of the Outlands truly are. Apex is what I consider to be the zenith of the Battle Royale zeitgeist, checking all the boxes and polishing them to the max. From the descent to the loot scavenging, the revolutionary ping system, and the encroaching wall of death that forces you to play in an increasingly smaller area of the map, it all feels like a visceral, rapid, and for the most part balanced experience. Taking the concept of a hero shooter and molding it around BR gameplay, teams are encouraged towards working together, with each legend getting its moment of brilliance in the right circumstances, thanks to unique passive, active, and ultimate abilities to be used as dictated by the flow of battle. Each legend feels like a personal expression of playstyle rather than a mandatory archetype. The emphasis on teamwork is also reflected in the ability to revive and respawn downed teammates. The level design is simply stellar and feels catered to creating opportunities that take full advantage of the movement mechanics of the game. Reaching and holding bottlenecks and vantage points quickly translates to advantageous situations for the teams that best know the maps and how to leverage the environment. Legendary pro player Asu has an awesome in-depth movement guide that I highly recommend you watch in order to up your gameplay. Movement mechanics are only as useful as you allow them to be. You have to be as creative as possible when choosing traversal routes. The beauty of movement and level design in Apex Legends consists of a very subtle but very impactful strategic element when engaging in fights. The movement and map are part of the core mechanics of the game, and it all boils down to fun and flowing traversal that leads to better positioning, outflanking, and eventually to victory. But all of this would be for naught without the impactful, fast-paced, and precise gunplay with bullets that travel in real time. From pistols to SMGs to assault rifles to shotguns, every weapon feels unique through its kicks, sounds, recoil patterns, ammo types, and fire rates. From close to medium to long range, the game offers a fair amount of options to better suit your playstyle. Considering the map, the movement, the gunplay, it is time to approach the final piece of the puzzle, more specifically, the high time to kill. TTK is a theoretical value that considers a stack of stats amalgamated from health pool, armor value, and damage output information that determines the time it takes to take down an enemy player. This is relevant because Apex Legends has one of the highest TTKs in the genre, meaning that you have time to use and implement movement tricks, dodges, outflanking, and team coordination maneuvers to heal up or take the advantage. Well, for the most part, anyway. Now, is Apex a perfect game? No, not by far. The launch of Apex Legends, while being an overwhelming success, peaking at 50 million unique players in their first month, lacked any real incentives to keep players coming back. The inability to churn out new content was likely a symptom of Respawn's do-or-die approach to Apex Legends. The commercial failures of both Titanfall game meant that Apex would have to suffer from lack of proper funding. This is evident most in the lackluster battle pass, skins, rewards, uninspired assets, and lack of a laddering system. Simply put, in order to constantly provide content and keep players engaged, you need an army of devs and artists, an army that Respawn simply did not have. Furthermore, the game was plagued with various audio and connectivity issues, and I found myself leaving the game I loved, the first multiplayer shooter I ever loved, after just 1 month of playing it. And then there was the hacking. Oh dear lord, the hacking.
He's speed hacking! He's speed hacking! Sorry for yelling.
His mouse follows everyone through the mountain and his opponents and the ground and everything. Are you attacking? Yeah, definitely. It's insane.
Tweeted at me today, and they're like, "I've played over 500 games, and I've never seen a cheater." Oh my god!
I picked up Apex when Season 4 launched, and it was brilliant. I ditched playing Lifeline and started experimenting with Wraith, Caustic, and Bloodhound. I started understanding the game a lot better and felt like the devs were really doing their best to offer the player base a more balanced experience. And it truly is hard to do such a thing. Look, I was never an FPS gamer until now, and I want to get better at Apex. That's why I put in the hours and the research, but it would not have been possible if Respawn didn't strive to satisfy both audiences. At the end of the day, this is both a game with millions of dedicated fans and a business. The Rebel studio that is dead set on subverting trends entered and disrupted a popular landscape while sacrificing their past to dictate the future of a genre. As I am writing this essay, we're nearing the end of Season 6, and I have to say that it has been a beautiful journey. We have an ever-growing community of streamers and YouTubers that put out new content daily, trying to entertain and educate. Shout out to Quake V and Sultan D for putting out informative videos that helped me become a better player and understand the game much better. With Season 7 looming just around the corner, with a new legend, a new map, and the implementation of the first vehicle in the game, I can only hope for a bright future. Thank you for watching.